what? There's gratitude in my heart. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, wait. Sorry, this is the desk. You can't make space to live on my desk. You can't. This is my desk. Hey, girl. Hey, it's girl Cita here. If you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, hey, girl. Hey, hi. So, what we got up for today? Baby girl. Oh, you should have get it. I'll do it when I go back upstairs. It's not. I want to be like, it's early. It's not early. It's like 9:40 something, I think, in the morning. So I've already pulled the garbage can to the front. You saw me put down the apple cider vinegar. I left one in the living room. One in the dining room and one in the kitchen. I need to go fill another one up. And I'm going to just use a plastic cup and bring that down here. Because we got like little natty bugs. And I noticed when they're... Dang, what was that? Their seeds, when their seedlings had died off, we got them and they kind of disappeared, or so I thought. But like, they've been with a vengeance this week. Like, where the heck you guys come from? Because I didn't buy any fruit and leave it out. No, I haven't. Because I just took the trash out and it's one bag today. And then when I looked to clean out the garbage can, it was only one thing I wanted to throw out. So I did real well last week when I cleaned out the refrigerator. So it wasn't even a point to like show you what I was doing, because that's how quick and easy it was. Like just one bag chuck, and then I went and took the trash out of the in the bathroom, in the basement, and in the laundry room. So those two are out, but I do need to add some bags to them because, you know, kids throw stuff away. They don't look. Anywho, but yeah. Today might actually be the first day I can make some tea and actually sit and enjoy my tea. I'm debating on if I should do that or not. Only for the simple fact is because I got the house cool. I got the house cooler last night. So we went to bed, not last night, the night before last, it was 85 degrees in the house. Woke up, it was still 85 degrees in the house. So I tried my hardest to get the air down, to get the temperature in the house down overall. So what I ended up doing was I got the air conditioner unit in the living room. So I think at 11, I'm gonna go and turn that one on, because the living room is already starting to heat up now. It's one of those, I probably should turn that on now. We'll see. So the heat from the house, my house, like, I don't have any, like, literally, like, surrounding trees big enough to block any of the overhead over my house. So whatever it is outside, baby, that's what it's going to be on the inside. And since it's hot, I'm getting all the sun beaming on the house. So it's making the whole entire house hot, and it's taking it a while for it to cool off because it's still hot outside. So it's warm inside. So I had the air unit in the living room. I had that on, and I turned around and fell asleep. And was supposed to turn it off. So I actually didn't turn it off until like 4:35 this morning. Oh my God. And then last night I put in my window the air unit, and I had that to kind of keep the back of the house cool, because the one in the living room, it does all right. It kept the living room comfortable, the dining room somewhat comfortable, till I turned on that computer. Like between the computer, them electronics, that's what's really making that front room hot, because we got the TV in the living room, the computer in the dining room, and when both of them was going, that living room, that front of the house gets hot. And that was one reason why we went to bed and it was 85, because that day they had watched TV, took a break, and all of this stuff, and I didn't even know that they had left the computer running and was upstairs playing. So that thing is just churning out heat. And it's funny because I was saying that yesterday, talking with Christy and her mom was like, I didn't realize it punched out that much heat. And I'm like, man, because all you can hear is the fan constantly going. So it's warm in the house where the fan on the computer is constantly going. So it's hot. That's how I know it's hot. If something's pushing out heat, they pushing out the fan to push the heat out. That means it's hot in the area. So it's pushing the heat out, is making the room even hotter. Anywho, digression. So that's why one of the reasons why the house was so warm. But I got that part down, and then I had put the air conditioning in the back of the house to keep the back of the house cool, and I did that last night. So I just turned that off before I turned the camera on. But yeah, so boys are still asleep. Bash got up. It was 9:30. And I was like, oh, okay, you slept for a little bit. He went to the bathroom. Then when he came out the bathroom, I didn't see him anymore. He done went and got back to the bed. Hey, do what you gonna do, babes. Be great. I'm not about to bother y'all. So what I'm about to do is probably journal, sip some water. Maybe I'll go upstairs and make some tea. I don't want to turn that stove on. It's gonna make the house hot. Anywho, I've talked your ear off long enough. We'll see what today brings, because I don't know, girl. I do know I'm going to have to go out in a little bit and go put air in the pool and start filling it up so the water will be nice for them by the time they get in there. So, because today's going to be another hot day, and then it's supposed to rain tonight, and that should cool it down just a little bit, but not by much. Ooh. I need to clean my desk off. I think I found the culprit. Hey girl, hey, it is much later in the day. We got hit with a thunderstorm, which we weren't supposed to get rain till this evening. But I wanted to pop back on here before I go to start working on the vlog for today about a conversation I had. Okay, so yeah, I plugged it back in. Conversation I had earlier today. So I have a private loan, a private student loan, and then the rest are all public. The private one, I've been paying so the private one I've been paying, but I've been doing interest-only payments. Well, and we set them up at like six months increments. They usually, once that 6 months up, that following month, they'll call me and then we'll set it up again. I could have swore it ended in February, which is fine. Apparently it ended in January. They didn't call me till, I want to say, end of April, May, and want like more than a full payment. I said, no. So they were like, well, you ain't paid. We're going to do litigation. We're going to do all of this. Do what you're going to do. Do what you're going to do. Because I've already, like, it's one of those, if you read the notes that was left, if that representative made real good notes, that's the thing. Not everybody in this business, when they be making their notes, be making notes where it tells a full story. So that way when the representative next has to make the call, they get a book. They understand what's going on. So hopefully they made real good notes to know. And I'm going to say, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. Baby girl ain't been working. That's fine. But I've managed in the time of me not being working to be able to pay all my bills. This one in particular, because of how we've been doing it and how they've been calling, it hadn't been nothing. And now wanting something, and now at this point I'm not saying far too much, but for what you asked for, I can't do. And if you want a full payment, not right now. And even to do the interest only payments, that's beyond me. It's as of right now, in this current time and situation, I can't do it. And then to act like I get a call today. And so I said, let me answer. Let me answer, because the last representative, I told him what's been going on, what I could do. He looked at the notes and was like, okay, but then still was like, well, if you could do this. If I was to borrow money, hypothetically speaking, why would I buy it to pay y'all? And I ain't saying it to be funny. I'm really not. But if I had the money, I would pay it. I've been paying this thing, I don't know how long. Now we come into this little, it's a problem. Oh, okay. So I get the call from the representative today. And so she goes to tell me in the midst of everything, like, well, we called, we spoke to you last month, and we still need a payment, and the full amount is, I think it was like $400. Sorry, baby girl, she ain't got it. Well, like, she went off on a tangent, and I was just like, I say went off on a tangent. She was like, your credit report look good. It showed that you paying everything else, and this the only one that's not being shown. So if you ain't been working, who's been helping you? I said, see, this where we gonna end this right here. Who's been helping you? Bitch, I sat up in my motherfucking chair. I said, and that would be me. Oh, well, no, because what you're not about to do, you already over here being judgy. I don't care what you think. You can be judgy all the fuck you want, but that's not what you're supposed to be doing in this business. If you're supposed to be calling for stuff like that, this is where you got to empathy, sympathy, all the things, all the empathies of these working when you work client facing. Because right now, a lot of folks is losing their job. And you're going to hassle somebody that's been making payments as if they ain't trying to pay nobody in the street. And what we going to do? That's what you're not going to do. You ain't about to downgrade, demean, belittle, or nothing. Not over here. That's what you ain't about to do. I've been managing and holding this shit down for years with no financial support from their dad. It's been all on me. And what you ain't about to do is sit here and try to knock me for a payment. That's what we're not about to do. So she went on her tangent. After I said it was me, she started around to some other things. I had to cut her off. I said, are you calling to help me? Well, we tried helping you because we said this, we did that, we do that. And if it's got to go this route, I said, then do what you're going to do. Because what you're not about to do, what you're not about to do, I'm going to pat my chest. I'm not going to hit it because that might hurt. But that ain't it. No, big dog. I said, see, all that judgy. And it was another word I had. I can't even think about it. That's the stuff that's going to get you. That's the downfall. You add the way you treat people. Because I had to turn the conversation. Why do I have to turn the conversation so we can get something established and worked on, because you want to run off and say, oh, I see this, I see that, I see that. But if I'm telling you this and and it's in the notes, why are you coming at me sideways? But I told her that. That's my thing. You is not about to negate me. And the first time in my life, I don't care what you think about. You gonna threaten me? Threaten me to do what? To get money that's not in there? Go ahead. Go right ahead. Go the fuck right ahead. Because guess what? You're still not gonna get it. Because I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I'm telling you, what you think gonna happen, it ain't about to go that way. Not with this one over here. So say what you want. That was my thing. So, and the reason why I'm getting on here to say that, like, all besides, like, not being messy or anything else like that, but I am finally in a space, in a place in my life where there's certain things that you think you can say to me, it's not gonna bother me. If that's what you think, okay, say what you think you're gonna say, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not how it's about to happen. That's not how it's about to work. You can say whatever the heck you want, but it's not about to fly this way. So that's my growth that I've experienced in these past few years. At least 2. I can tell you in the last 2 years, where even from my 20s, where little stuff like that would unnerve me, and I would be all upset and all this other stuff. It took me to 20 years later to be like, you know what? No, we ain't about to do that. Do what you gotta do. Because you ain't about to scare me. You ain't about to belittle me. You ain't about to try to frighten or threaten me. Whatever you think, that's what it is. Whatever. I'm not there. She's not there anymore. I'm not about to run around with a chicken with my head cut off trying to figure out things when there's other ways. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Did you call to help me? Because if you ain't called to help me, I'll hang up and I'll wait for another representative that will actually help me. So that was my proud, happy moment. Because, yeah, like I said, you're not going to say what you think you're going to say. It ain't about to work like that. You ain't about to scare me, belittle me. And on top of that, you're not about to demean, degrade, or downplay anything that I've done for me and my children since he been gone since 18. No. That's what we not going to do. And we really ain't going to downgrade or downplay anything I've done in the past 2 years. For real, for real. But anyhow, that was it. But I'll be back later. And another thing, I'm just happy and proud that I made it here. Finally. That's why I came on here. Just to say that. Sorry that the rant went the way it ran. It ranted. But I am happy that I made it here. So like I say, I keep saying this. And I'll say it again. You could never tell me in a million years that this would be my life. And this is where I would be at. And everything that's happening, that's going on, like, I would have never believed. I would have never believed it, dreamt it in 1,000 years. That's all I'm going to say. And to be here and actually be living it. Like, what? There's gratitude in my heart, my body, my entire being, and my soul. No idea. No clue. And I'm happy to be here. I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.